Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 6 group stages. It is the last game of the night. It is Team Unknown versus paiN Gaming, an all South American matchup. My name is Maut. We're here presented by moonducktv, and of course, this should be a great one. Unknown playing a real close match up against, of course, what was, I believe, God, I can't even remember. T-Show. God, couldn't remember for a second. I actually had a brain fart, but now, of course, they had a great game against Leviathan in the first game. Now they've got the third game at hand, and let's see if they can go 3-0 here in the groups. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to jump into the draft. My name is Maut. Again, with me is Pitmickle on, of course, observing and production. We've got LPQ on stats, and we've got Purge doing analysis as well. Purge, how you feeling about this third game?
Feeling pretty good. I'm getting a lot of faith in Unknown as a team. Even though they did get a little bit behind in the previous game, they're coming back a little bit, and they have lots of good late game skill and lots of diversity in picking. I have a lot of faith in their roster.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the diversity like you talked about. They had the Shadow Fiend last game. They had the Aqua before that, Ember Spirit. Now they have a Gyrocopter Slaughter. In fact, they had even a Darkseer for Greedy. Then they had the Tidehunter for Greedy. And now they've picked up the Slaughter as well. So, like you said, the diversity is coming in. paiN Gaming will pick up the Winter Wyvern and Tusk, which is the Tusk we saw in the last game coming up for T-Show. Looks like the South American teams are the only teams that really want to play with the Tusk so far. At least maybe in the 4 position they'll put it up. Maybe in the off lane. I love seeing Tusk, and I'm glad the South American teams are picking it, but I still think it's a very strong second pick for a lot of reasons we already mentioned. I do love that Viper band, though. That is a very good band. Very big fan of that band coming out.
Yeah, it's very good in the 1v1 matchups. It gives them a lot of gives the other team a lot of potential lane advantages that could translate into the mid game. So it's just safe to ban. Other first bans, Undying is well banned. Little surprised to see paiN do. Oh, I guess it's because paiN doesn't want to pick it, therefore they'll block Unknown from having it as well. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's just a hero that's kind of in a nuisance in an aggro dueling. You send like a hero plus Undying up to the top lane, and then, you know, it kind of thwarts any possibility of Tusk roaming around and keeping your safe lane safe. I mean, Winter Wyvern's good, you know, in a defensive dual lane, but still, I don't know if he could do enough to maybe save off any sort of aggression that come out from Unknown. Especially with a Slaughter. If it was like a Slaughter and Undying, might be too much to deal with. However, Wyvern is pretty good against Slaughter because of Cold Embrace and blocking all that physical damage, so I do like that particular pick. Still, we have a long way to go in this draft, and I think the biggest thing right now is, and by the way, we should point out that this paiN Gaming roster, and a lot of people have told me this before we even started, but as soon as we started the game, I realized this is the former Isurus roster. Isurus having, I think, back at TI4, a pretty good run into the TI4 qualifiers, and almost coming close to actually making it to TI4, but no cigar. Now they're paiN Gaming, so this is still a very strong South American squad. This is no pushover squad. This is not a team that I've never heard of. And meanwhile, Unknown, of course, the strongest South American squad, I think by far so far in this tournament at the very least. And they'll grab the Queen of paiN, potentially for Atoon. On the other side, Wind Ranger is going to get picked up for paiN Gaming.
I like the Wind Ranger pick. It protects them from what Unknown could have drafted, because obviously the Wind Ranger plus Slaughter is really strong. Instead, they grab Queen of paiN, which I think is probably for the best, because this gives them a little bit more mobility and a little bit more diversity in terms of damage, whether that'll be physical damage, magic burst, or just single target focus fire.
I want to see 6 Shackle Sash from the Wind Ranger, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to be the case. The Quap is, I imagine, going to be played by Atoon, and then Katara is going to be on the Gyrocopter, and we've seen Atoon style on people before, and more than likely it's going to happen this game. They'll probably have the Wind Ranger with the Winter Wyvern at the beginning of the matchup, so that Queen of paiN takes a little bit of Arctic Burn damage, and I mean, assuming that this is going to be a Queen of paiN in the mid lane, but because they have the Gyrocopter safe lane, I don't see anything different coming out from this squad.
Yeah, I agree. It's most likely it'll be Quap mid. I think that's fine. Quap versus Wind Ranger is a fairly balanced matchup. It's okay for Unknown as well, because Queen is protected against Tusk roam, so I think Unknown's going to be really happy with this and see how they transition their last picks. It's a lot of supports left. And Dazzle was pretty popular at the Frankfurt Major. Haven't seen him as all the time as we did there, but a couple other options as well, I guess.
Yeah, Dazzle definitely could be one of the options. I mean, I usually am not a huge fan of just picking all 3 of your cores right at the beginning, because it doesn't give you a wide support pool, but in this case, most of the cores have been banned out by paiN Gaming, in fact, all of them, except for the Undying. So they do get the Ancient Apparition, which is fair. It allows them to have some good wombo combo with a call down, ice blast, maybe slithering crush onto a few sonic waves. So there's a lot of magic burst damage coming out from Unknown if they can get it off, which they should.
They should be able to. The counter
Yeah.
is there though. The Tusk Snowball.
Right.
And if he can be there and he can get a blink dagger or he can be in the right area, they can stop the combo from happening. But if the combo works, Unknown's going to snowball over him.
This is something we'll see a lot of in Chinese Dota when you have MMY or Garter playing the Tusk. That's his job, essentially, is to dodge a lot of abilities. And Snowball is the best way to do that. And so we'll see if he can get involved early, get involved often with Snowball, even before the Blink Dagger. Well, paiN, they're going to have to figure out what they want to pick for their off-lane and safe-lane heroes. Darkster's not available, obviously. Slaughter's already been picked up. So Doom is not available either. Spirit Breaker could be an option. Night Stalker as well is available if you want to go for that in the off-lane. I'm trying to think of other off-lanes that are available at this current instance. Clockwork, I suppose, is still available, but it's not particularly good against Quap. Okay against Slardar, not great against Gyro, I think. I don't know if Clock's the right option here for paiN Gaming.
Yeah, I don't think it is. It doesn't work out amazingly. Maybe I was literally about to say Spirit Breaker. Damn it. I was just a second too late. They need another hero that can run at Unknown. Ideally, you kind of always need that against Slardar. Gyrocopter covers you against that. And another hero that they can dive Ancient Apparition with, also very good there. So I think Spirit Breaker is going to work out pretty good for him. They don't have a huge amount of nuke damage is the one thing they're really missing right now.
Yes.
It's basically Focus Fire, Tusk combo, Spirit Breaker combo. Wyvern is not very good at killing heroes rapidly. He's more of like a jack-of-all-trades hero. And his biggest strength is maybe Cold Embrace on heroes that are dying. So I'm a little bit worried about their draft right now. I kind of wish they had a higher damage potential support.
So what do you put in the safe lane to rectify the lack of damage they have?
I don't know. I just don't know. It's a hard choice. Ember Spirit's pretty good, but he's been banned here by Unknown because it would have countered the Queen of paiN. Pretty good against Slardar, relatively, at keeping him from moving. They need something, ideally single target damage to deal with Gyrocopter.
Yeah, they have, at the very least, the Wind Ranger, but that takes a while to get the build-up going. So the early stage of the game, I don't know.
I think maybe Anti-Mage.
Really? Okay.
It's not amazing versus Slardar, and Quap can get an Orchid, obviously, but I think AIM's pretty good against A. It's good against Gyrocopter. Is Huskar still in the pool? They get Huskar as well. Huskar's not that... This is a bad Huskar game. Not against A, Quap, and Slardar. That three of them is too dangerous.
You don't really want to go PL in this instance either against Fly Cannon and Sonic Wave either, so...
Yeah, I don't think PL is the solution either. I think you're right about that one. Dazzle banned from paiN Gaming.
Alright. Well, for Unknown, I mean, they really just need their secondary support at this point. Maybe they wanted to go Spirit Breaker with their Ancient Apparition, which has worked wonders for other teams in the past. That's definitely an option, but unfortunately, it would have been an option if the Spirit Breaker was still available, I should say. It is not. Now they have to think, well, what are we going to go for with our secondary support? We can't go for the Tusk, we can't go for the Winter Wyvern.
I'm going to say Ursa for paiN would be okay. Kind of like Ursa here.
Ooh, I like that too. That sounds fun.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm down for that, but that's something we don't see very
Bristleback,
often.
maybe?
Reserve time.
Bristleback safe lane is like something I want to see, but I've like resigned all fate to like never see it again. It's just not gonna get. It's just not gonna. I think you were right on with the anti-mage thought process.
Maybe Dragonite as well would be. Yeah, I don't know. No, not Dragonite. Slardar and Gyrocopter together and Quap. It's just like such a good mix of physical and magic. Makes the pick very difficult.
It feels like they put themselves behind paiN Gaming have. And Clockwork is going to be the pick coming out for Unknown, which is very interesting considering the heroes they already have.
Clock is very good against Spirit Breaker and Wind Ranger if you can isolate them, so I like the Clock pick a lot. Gives them a good counter initiation, gives them a good initiation, and it can also set up AI Blast as well. I think it's pretty solid here. Maybe not amazing versus Wyvern because you can just fly over your cogs, but for those other two heroes, Spirit Breaker and Wind Ranger is great.
Yeah, but you have to wonder how the Slaughter and Clockwork are going to be played.
Yeah, good point.
It's really just the laning is how is this going to be situated. Clockwork support has sort of been a thing in the past, and I haven't seen Slaughter support before. I'm sure it's possible, but
I've seen a couple Slardar support games and they worked out fine. Most likely will be a 4-position Slardar. I think that's more likely than clock support.
All right, well that's fair. I mean, you can get in position pretty easily with sprint. You can stun, and that does a lot of damage. If you can get in close range, you have chilling touch, and Slardar already has a decent amount of base damage. Ooh, I wish it was Ricky, man. You got me super excited when you said that. I was about to fucking go ham, but
no, I should have said Juggernaut. That's like a tier 2 carry right now, like a hero that's picked sometimes. So that was the most obvious one. Good against Gyrocopter. Pretty good against Slardar. Not amazing versus Quap, but good against Ancient Apparition and Clock.
We forget about this guy a lot, I feel like. He's been in a lot of games we've casted too, and we still forget about him. But
because we're bad, though.
I mean, speak for yourself.
I'm bad. You're bad. We're all bad.
We're all bad. Everybody's bad. Ah, God. I played one of those games in CS where I just felt like, what am I doing with my life right now? We just went like 0-16. How am I playing CSGO? It's kind of how I feel in Dota sometimes too.
I had a moment like that where I was like, what is my ally doing with his life? Got a triple kill and then he killed me, my ally. I was like, and then he lost the 1v1 and I'm like, that was like the 3rd time that game that he shot me. God, that's frustrating.
Oh my God. Well, enough about that and into Dota 2. God, I almost called it CSGO. I do want to point out, guys, that the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 6 ticket is now in the store. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. It is $2.99. That is a beautiful price for this amount of action that you're getting. It's a lot of American Dota. I mean, I know some of you guys can't afford it. But that $3 candy bar, you're going to have to say, no, listen, I gotta, I can't get the Twix today. I'm going to have to buy the Canada Cup ticket instead. Or else I'm not going to get the best in American Dota.
That's like the perfect price tag, honestly. If you just want to watch some replays of pro or semi-pro teams, I think $3 is awesome.
Or good casters, that too. I mean,
I suck.
Handsome casters. Purge, I've been at ESL on the analyst desk, Godek, saying, quote unquote, I suck. Meanwhile, Eagle's speaking German, I believe. What are they saying, Pimp?
30 seconds.
Is that German? Yeah, that's definitely German.
There it is.
Das ist richtig.
Him.
Das ist richtig. That is okay. That's right.
Das ist richtig this is correct.
Right, exactly.
It wasn't correct, but I try to keep.
You're flaming them. Essentially, is what you're doing.
No, I'm actually not. I'm trying actually really hard to be nice.
Wait, what did they say originally?
Yeah, what did they say? They said so wachwurst.
So wach warst du noch nie, which is. So it could be correct. It's like you were never as awake as this.
Why don't they kill this gyro? I'm really
You were never as awake as this. So like this.
Why is that gyro not dead? Did anyone see that?
Is anyone watching this Winter Wyvern get chased down?
There's a slaughter.
Yeah, the slaughter just dove the tier 2 kind of. All right, that was weird.
Gyro like walked into the bot rune and there was a Spirit Breaker, a Tusk, and a Wind Ranger, and they just didn't snowball. They didn't go for ice shards. They didn't.
We're gonna let you go on this one. We're gonna let you off on. We're just let you off easy here. Ooh, Slithering Crush with Pizza taking some damage already. The 4-position slaughter comes into effect early, and now he's gonna take Arctic Burn and probably die for it. Nah, he should be okay. If they had Power Shot, he'd be dead,
But he also used Wind Run to set that up as well, so just a really good trade there. That's gonna force him to just go back to base and heal. You can't waste your tangos on that kind of a heal back. So that's a really nice play from Winter Wyvern. Perfect timing for him. He can shift top while he's on cooldown, resume the full, and start zoning.
So the slaughter is now off the map for a good 30 extra seconds. 40 hours in a safe flame with a Juggernaut versus Greedy. A Jug, I think, is probably fine with this matchup, with Blade Fury leveling up especially. He's gonna have... Oh, no. No. Oh, God, Greedy's already starting. I thought it was just A-Tune, but no, I'm wrong. Greedy's a big fan of the good old taunt as well. There's the TP coming out from this slaughter. Z-Talk is going to come in. Oh, swing and a miss. Nobody saw that. And he drops his stout shield in celebration.
I didn't even know there was a clock taunt.
Apparently, neither did I. But it is the Do the Robot from TI5.
Okay.
So,
oh, he's in trouble,
Snowball, though. And yeah, he is most definitely in trouble. That's a good stun, but the Blade Fury comes out. The Cox will actually secure his death with Pico. Getting the kill. Somebody watch this ping pong the animation. And that'll be it.
Is that a name from...
Don't you remember Zai being tagged up as that for a while?
Nope.
He's a huge fan of ping pong the animation. Down bottom, charge up onto Umaru-chan, aka A-Tune. I'm showing my inner weeb. Me and Dakota have a game we like to play when we cast with each other, which is name that anime. Ooh boy,
okay.
am I a weeb.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, there's a lot of anime-related Dota players naming themselves as such in Dota. So
It's actually insane. Like MS or Envy was like the first person to do so, and then everyone followed suit, like MSS and I did a couple times, and I'm sure I'm forgetting. Oh, Illidan does a lot also. Illidan's a big anime fan apparently as well. So Tavo down bottom, getting cold feet and just getting zoned out as the Ancient Apparition has rotated back into the lane, which means that Atune will now get the full CS. 15 last hits, he's doing just fine for himself, and yeah, good stuff.
So CS-wise, Gyro's actually doing quite well despite going boots first, and he's now got a phase boots. He's a bit limited on mana, but considering he's against the Spirit Breaker, this is really all he needs to succeed. Currently, he can pretty much always zone the SP, outkite him.
You are roboting, Kevin. Hard.
Good. I like roboting.
I kind of understood what you were going for in that sentence.
Said phase boots are good.
There you go. I got you. I heard you that time. You're good now. That was pretty funny, actually. Thanks, Purge. I do want to talk about this mid lane matchup. Pepita and Eagle going toe-to-toe. Kotara's actually getting jumped on with a snowball. He'll just blink away. I don't know what Pico expected. Not sure what he thought was going to happen there. Maybe Pepita was looking for a shackle, and then he's like, oh, you're level 4, you don't have shackle shot yet. Well,
no, I think that was a good try, because if he did get the stun off, there's a small chance of it, but if he did, they could have just killed the Queen of Pain, because they would have been power shot with shards as well. So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. A lot of action around this mid lane, though. There's like 3 heroes in the vicinity. Well, 5 technically if you count the other squad as well. Greedy's actually got the charge on him. Coming from the... Uh-oh. Greedy does get the DD rune. Can he get a kill here? He's going to get charged up as well. The Ice Shard's blocking him off. Nice double stun coming out from the side of Z-Free. On the other side, Illegal and Pepita going toe-to-toe. And the power shot misses. Pepita in trouble. He's got no win run. Blink is up in 5. Actually, it's up right now. That was the scream that just went for Queen Pain. They get the easy kill. And Greedy's like, easiest double damage of my life. There's the Slithering Crush on Pico. He's got no mana left. Tavo does. Handles charge in. Eagle trying to chase further. He doesn't have any mana left. He's got Blink in 12. Doesn't even need a double kill comes out for the Queen of Pain. Mango going on the side of Z4. Gets another crush out. Tavo in trouble. Good Colin Brace though from C4T. He's going to get battery silted. Greedy's got a double damage rune and he's going to fall. Now the charge up towards Z-Free, but it's just not enough. Pepita's already back in the fray. Can they get Tavo, though? Eagle's still chasing him down. One more right click. Will they get it? Yes, the killing spree comes out. Now the snowball. They might lose Greedy. That's going to be worth it, though, as Eagle, Kotaro Hayama, got like 4 kills in that instance.
That man, he dropped his Null Talisman to cast Wand while he was surrounded by like 3 heroes. That was like incredible foresight. He's like, okay, I need just a little bit more mana, and because of that, he got the level 2 Shadow Strike off, and that got them another kill.
Uh-oh. Hey, gets snowballed in. And then the Slithering Crush comes out. Pico's like, I did not sign up for this. And he gets Shadow Stricken as well as killed by the right click of Z-Free, the Slaughter, or aka Z-Talk, as we'll call him.
He could Omni Slash this, but he's got Tranquil Boots up on the Clockwork, so I don't know if he'll... I don't know, he maybe could have fought that, honestly.
He backed up. He had a Mag going to Magic Stick ready as well. He decided against it. But,
the safer play.
But all the while this is happening, like there's action all over the map, and then Atune's like, I have 41 last hits, so yeah, screw you guys.
Yeah, no one's even close to that. That's incredible farm at this point. And he's stacking his own camps as well. Really nice to see.
6 minutes in. 6 minutes in at 41 last hits. He's had to use the jungle at some point, or maybe he just got every CS. Pepita will win run. And Z-Talk's going to try to body block him. He'll do a great job of it. There's no stun for a second. Sonic Wave will go, and that will be the kill. I didn't know Eagle at 6. He just had gotten in. Well, that'll provide him more than enough to get treads. He'll buy them up right now. Swim Ranger is having a rough time. Great stuff coming up from Kotaro.
Yeah, really tough from... Oh, we will see Gyrocopter going down, but he does kill Spirit Breaker first.
I mean, that's still... I guess he gets the kill, but, I mean, getting Tusk at least a little semblance of farm and stopping Gyro from farming.
A little? He got 550 gold out of that one, man. That was really good. And a level. Wow. He's been roaming a lot, so... The biggest thing when you play a roaming hero is that at some point between 6 minutes and 10 minutes, you need to get experience for a kill. Yep. And you need to catch up by doing that. You'll get a lot, but you have to be alive. If you die as the fight starts, it's really bad for you. So in some ways, it's better that Spirit Breaker died first there. Because he's a higher level, he can get away with having a 6 being slightly delayed here, and that's going to help Tusk catch up a lot.
Pico does get his arcanes afterwards. He was up to 1,000 gold, and he'll be able to get some victory CS on top of this. And Atune's like, I'm just going to call down on you and miss. Actually hits the first shot. The flat cannon goes, but Pico will make it away. He got into the tree line. Now top lane, Greedy's going to get caught out. Arctic Brim will go. And they already used the charge. Here comes the 4DR rotation. Omni Slash is at the ready. The cock push is going to go. 4DR will walk around. He's looking for it. He could get the Omni. He gets pushed out of the high ground. Oh my god. He has to TP out. Eagle in the meantime is going to go for C4T instead. And will more than likely find this kill with Scream up at 2. There's going to be the flare. He can even call to brace himself, but still, there would only be delaying the inevitable. And Eagle will find the pickup. That was almost really bad for the Jug.
The unintentional cog high ground push. That was so cool. Unfortunately, he did have the TP scroll, so it didn't matter, but...
Yeah.
Tavo...
He didn't have a TP there? Oh, boy.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would have wasted a lot of time for him. So there's the charge coming bottom. Nothing going to happen with this, but...
They had a ward. They saw it coming through. This great observer ward placed behind the tower, by the way. Zfree's looking for Tabo. He actually could get the Slitherian off, and he'll do some damage, but there's nobody here nearby for the Radiant Squad to be able to kill Tabo. So Spirit Breaker with the PMS will be able to walk back up towards the Ancient Stack, and he'll be just fine. And this, again, leaves Umaro-chan, as he's affectionately called, a.k.a. Atune, up with FaZe, Aquila, Drum, or actually a Bracer, going towards a Drum, more than likely, and then also going towards his magic wand as well.
Drum's gonna work out really nicely. There's very mobile heroes on paiN, but they're all walking, right? So if you give your team a drum, you can counteract that mobility that they get just from having things like Snowball and the SB aura. So I think it's an okay choice here. BKB doesn't really give him any instant satisfaction in this game. I guess it stops like Snowball, but the Spirit Breaker charge and ult are still going to hit him in a lot of cases, and the Omni Slash is going to go right through BKB. So instead he just says, I'm buying stats, so a bit of over stat abundance, like he's filling his item slots with a lot of inexpensive stats like Aquila plus Drum together is usually a mistake, but based on the heroes he's up against, I think I can see why he's justifying this.
And this is kind of what Atune did, I think, with the Alchemist game as well. I mean, it might be a little bit different too, but he did pick up the Drum for the side shop. He had actually the recipe brought out, and then he bought the robe with the magic from the side shop. In the meantime, top lane 40R is going to go ahead and work on this tier 1 tower top. This will not be denied. It'll be glyphed up, and 40R will go ahead and clear the creep wave as well as get the last 10 on the tower. There is a TP coming in for the Quap. She does have Sonic Wave at the ready. She'll throw it out and misses completely. Okay. Kotar Hayama, we expect better out of you, my friend. That could have been a kill, but he kind of screwed it up there a little bit.
I don't know if he would have even gotten him. He had about 500 HP. Not. Sonic Wave would have put him at like 200.
I guess to blink. He could have. He had to blink Scream at the ready. That's the difference.
Yeah, I guess he would have gotten him if it hit.
40R is thinking about Omni Slashing, but obviously not an illegal because he's got the blink away, so it's probably not the best idea. Pepita is really having a rough game, and she's not even that far behind, like 4th in net worth, but if you look at the number, she's 2,000 net worth behind those of the Radiant heroes. That's the biggest difference. How's Zfree doing? Ztalk is sitting at 1,000 gold already with Tranquil, so his blink's not that far off. The amplified damage is really where the damage comes from. Now there's going to be a cold feet coming in. Good Snowball, however, onto 2. Power shot goes through onto Ztalk, and now they're going to find the Ancient Apparition getting caught, and there's going to be a great Southern Crush onto 2, and boy, did they kill him. Omni Slash will go, but it's level 1. Now the cock push, but he doesn't play for off. He has the mana for it, and Umaro-chan might fall here, and will, but can they take him down? Southern Crush about to go on Ztalk. They'll find it, and they'll get the kill on 40R. So they lose the Gyrocopter, but they do get 3, and they're still chasing. Ice Blast coming through. Illegal. They won't find the Ice Blast. They do get the Shadow Strike off in the end. They have a blink Scream of Pain, but he will not dive for it instead. Oh, maybe he will. Just kidding. Jacket shot, hook shot comes in. This will be from Greedy. Now the strike comes in. He was waiting for it. Now the cog is up. Charge goes through. There's the Splinter Blast. They'll take down 1. Can they get 2? They will bring down the Queen of Pain in the end. The Snowball rolling through. And actually, they baited them in. Very good bait from paiN Gaming into the tier 2 tower to get 2 heroes quickly on the side of a gnome.
They had a good attempt on that one, but it just wasn't enough damage. It's just a little too crazy to send Quap in first. Maybe if you hookshot the Clockwork in initially, and then the Quap does the blink scream, then it would be a little bit better, because it's less likely they would focus her, but just way too aggressive there.
He was ready with that Nether Strike within half a second, I feel like.
Yeah, he was ready to go. I think Slardr's been playing amazing, by the way. He's basically just been roaming all game, and he's got a level 6 at 11 minutes, and he's been a part of 9 kills. This guy consistently is one of the best roamers in Dota right now. Maybe not better than the top tier players, but for his team, he consistently gets a lot done, and they won games at the Frankfurt Major because he was able to get roaming accomplished. So played Bounty Hunter earlier today. He's playing roaming Slardar now. This guy's really good at roaming. It's definitely his best thing.
Zitok, honestly, is the name that you guys need to remember. He's been playing outstandingly. And what you're saying essentially is Purge is just pick roaming 4-position Slardar, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Or it doesn't have to be Slardar. He's been competent on Rubik. He's been competent on Bounty Hunter. You can play Slardar. You can play a lot of different roles and get things done.
I'm trying to advocate for the roaming Slardar here. I want it to be
it's
a thing.
okay.
I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's fun to watch, certainly. He's done a nice job. He's already up to level 6. Now he's got the Amplify. He's actually almost level 7, which will provide him that level 4 Slithering Crush, which gets your damage up to 225, plus the Amplify damage coming out, too, which is never a bad thing.
Yeah,
In the
it's
meantime,
more about the stun duration, I think, than the damage, but it is a nice little side benefit.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
2.5 instead of the 2.2 that you've got. Down bottom, 40R, no surprises, working towards Battle Fury. That is the item choice for Juggernauts nowadays. They will find out C4T. Actually, maybe not. I thought they saw him. He's on the high ground. They don't see him. He'll Arctic Burn down. Cogs will push him back. They will find an Ice Blast nearby. He's going to try to TP away. There's the hook shot. See you later, C4T. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Greedy will go ahead and TP away, and he'll be just fine. And his Blade Mail's
nicely
done.
I think he was just trying to buy time on the tower. It's kind of a cool play, but they have so many good chases and nukes that there's just no way he was surviving that. As soon as the rocket flare scouted where he was going to escape to.
under attack. Dire's middle tower
Shackle Shot on Z-Talk, not going to latch. They're going to go ahead and take the tier 1 tower. They charge in from Tabo. Here comes another strike. They're going to find Eagle. And the Power Shot execution style. Stoneball chasing Z-Talk. And the Omni Slash. That's a lot of hate. They'll find the kill. 2 down on the unknown side. Great rotations coming through from paiN Gaming. They'll take 2. And they were pushing top and bottom at the same time. There was only a 2,000 lead coming out for Unknown. And that's going to drop even further down. Umaru-chan, A2, he's the one keeping them in this game right now. This game's getting a bit out of hand for Unknown.
Yeah, those 2 kills were huge. Queen of paiN has obviously been doing great. The Slaughter kill helps, but everything paiN can get is going to help a lot. What would be bigger is taking this tier 1 tower. If they can force this out right now and take it, it would give them a lot of map control there. They already got the bot tier 1.
The hook shot onto a siege creep. And now there's going to be the Blade Fury as well, just to get him out of dodge. Jump in, Sonic Wave was canceled. The animation went for a second. Now there's a Slithering Crush. It is physical, so it won't do any damage. The stun doesn't really do anything. He did it a little bit too early, but now the Cold Feet on him as well as the Scream of Pain should do enough damage to bring him down. And in fact, the Winter Wyvern will fall in the end. Jump in, Eagle going forward, but now the Snowball coming through. He's got the Sonic Wave, needs to be careful, but there's the Walrus Punch as well as the Power Shot. The Blade Fury coming. Jackal latches Z-Free to a tree. He'll fall. 2 dead again. They keep losing heroes. And now Tavo will TP back home and says, that's enough for this fight. Let's get out of here.
Kotaro Hayama's just been making a couple crazy blinks so far this game, and the second time at least that he's done something that he really needed to not die. Like, they keep getting advantages, their chase looks okay, but he can't be the one that goes in first. They need to get a blink up on Slaughter, because it is going to prevent Kotaro from doing that kind of stuff. Like, send the Slar in first, stun somebody, then let him follow up. But when he goes in first every time, paiN just punishes him.
Or even the hook shot from Greedy, but he's not, I mean, he doesn't have hook shot up every 5 seconds, so it's not like he can stun or go in it, every so often.
I got you. I understood.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because I'm losing it right now. This game's too crazy for my blood.
It's way later for you, isn't it? Is it like 10 p.m., 10:30?
It's almost 11 o'clock. Well, it's 10:30. It's not that late for me, but yeah, JJ's just like, fuck both of you. It's like 3 a.m. over here. 4:30. My bad. Sorry, Pam.
When it gets late and I'm trying to like record or something, my speech just gets extremely slurred. It gets really bad.
Yeah, but then everything's funnier too, though. Like when you get to that like 2 a.m. mark and then you're just like laughing at everything you say. Oh, that's
they got
favorite.
one Ranger.
There's gonna be another strike on the Greedy. He's getting caught out. Battery Assault will go with stun. Shackle Shot doesn't latch. It was close, but the Snowball will roll into Walrus Punch and of course the Power Shot just misses. Not that it matters. Good double stun, but Z-Free's alone at this point. Here comes the call down, however. They force out Pico. That's from C14. No, that was from Pico himself, actually already having a 4-staff. Umaru-chan cannot afford to die here. He's got the Mithril Hammer trying to get to that PKB, but Tabo charging in. There's the Rocket Barrage. There's going to be the huge focus fire as well with the Shackle Shot. Going to try to keep him alive. Tabo getting cold feet as well. They have the Ice Blast. Now the Winter's Curse and the Omni Slash will bring down that beautiful Slardar. In the end, they get the Gyrocopter as well. The Blade Fury going. They might lose all 5 here. The Ancient Empress will be the next to fall, and Eagle, the only one alive. He's got the haste rune. He should be able to make it out, but still, 4 to 2 trades so far. He's going to jump in. He's got Blink Scream. He wants to go. Don't do it, Kotaro. Don't do it. He keeps canceling the animation, and finally says, no, I think that's it.
They could have gone if Wind Ranger had no stick charges. He just had to do a blink scream and he would have gotten her. But once she wanted it, just got a little too scary there. They barely got the gyrocopter on the retreat as well. Those are great ice shards from the Tusk. It put him into a point where their Urn was able to tick him over and get the kill. That was the kill that they really needed to get.
I
So
didn't even see that. That's a...
he was like all the way to the secret shop, basically.
Yeah, he was here.
And
He was
it
right here when he
barely
died.
caught him. Barely
That's
caught him.
nuts. That's a huge kill. If he had gotten away, I'd say, okay, that's not that terrible for Unknown, but losing the gyrocopter.
Yep.
He might have bought the overcontrol before he died. I'm not sure if that was actually the case, but he needs this BKB. This is one of those games you cannot afford to go in SMY first. So much damage, so much stun, so much disables coming out from the side of paiN game that you have to go that BKB early. They'll smoke up. They do not have the Aghanim Scepter. They're close to it, so going Rosh would be a bad idea, but they're going to look for probably kills. No, maybe they will go for Rosh instead. They'll head in there. It's going to take a bit, but they'll head and try to do it. They have the healing ward coming out from the Jug. They have a Battle Fury on him as well. They have Focus Fire. Shackle Shot broke the Lincoln Sphere on the Rosh, or rather the Spell Shield. It's actually falling rather quickly.
That's Focus Fire, man. It's only level 1, so it's not an amazing Focus Fire, but... Jug's already pretty good. Oh, but they made a mistake. They put the healing ward on the high ground. And when you do that, sometimes wards can spot you.
He's going to walk in. They're going to see him. He's going to get shackled to a tree line. He's going to go down. Ice Blast will come out. And uh-oh, Pepita has to be very careful about how he approaches the rest of this Roche attempt. But nobody's rotating in.
That was so bizarre. He did that so wrong.
Uh-oh.
The Ancient Emperor should mess that up so bad. He had Ice Vortex. He could have put Ice Vortex in the pit, and then he could have, like,
do not see TI5? Come on, guys.
He could have actually solo killed the Wind Ranger there, but instead he walked into melee range. Like, what is he going to do? Walk into the pit just to make sure to see if they're actually there? You saw the healing ward, man. You throw your spells, you know? Ice Vortex, throw the ultimate, cold feet a guy, and you might get a kill.
And that's a play I would make. You walk into melee range, like, yeah, let's just check and see if anyone's in here real quick. Oh, I'm dead now. See you guys later. No, that's not the case. Instead, he dies. And, well, he'll throw his Ice Blast out now. That could have been a lot worse for paiN, but they will pick up the Roche, and that means that the Aegis is now picked up for 40R. And they almost have the Focus Fire. In fact, actually, the Aghanim Scepter is done. He's got the full Aghanim Scepter now for Pepita. This game gets a lot harder. And Unknown made it a lot harder on themselves as well.
Yeah, they definitely did. They keep getting little bits of advantages, but then Kotaru feeds a couple kills away. The gold when you're ahead, you can't give that away.
He's only died 3 times. It feels like a lot more. The Wyvern has died 6. But
at least 2 of his deaths were aggressive. Oh, like way overly aggressive blinks, basically, and that's why it seems so severe to me.
Z-Talk very close to his blink dagger. That is maybe the beginning of the turnaround for Unknown at this point. We talked about him initiating first, and then the Queen of paiN blinking afterwards. There's the blink coming out now, and maybe this is going to be the change of pace here that Unknown are looking for. But on the other side, there's just a lot of damage down. I mean, obviously, Wind Ranger maybe needs another item or 2 before she can just really burst down heroes very quickly. With an Aghanim Scepter at level 2, oh, she misskilled. She misskilled.
Who did?
The Wind Ranger. I'm pretty sure she misskilled. Wait, let me hold on. Oh, 4, 2, 8, 10, 11. Yep, she misskilled. Pepita misskilled.
You can maybe justify keeping Focus Fire at level 1.
That's 50% damage reduction gone out the window.
No. With the 15, you said that right? Not 50?
Yes, I said 15.
15 is not the biggest number ever when you're hitting for, like, what, 120? He basically lost, like...
I guess that's fair.
He lost, like, less than 20 damage per hit.
What are you getting out of that extra point in win run?
The extra... No, he got the extra point in win run early in the game, at the start.
Okay.
He got an extra point in Shackle Shot, which in some ways you can argue is better.
Okay. Alright, that's fair then.
It may have been a miskill. It's entirely possible. This is what happens when you put extra points into your win run and you're expecting to max Shackle Shot before level 11, but it probably won't make that big of a difference.
Well, level 11 is the hardest level to overcome. At least that's what it feels like. It takes forever, experience-wise.
It does. It's 2200 experience. Like, level 10 is like 600 or something.
Ice Shards just barely miss on Greedy, and Tapo thought about going. The Shadow Strike comes out from Eagle on the other side of things, towards that tier 2 tower bottom lane. He'll be able to walk out, Has the Orchid at the ready now. It looks like they want to go. There's the Scream onto 2. The hookshot comes in. They'll find Pico as well. Gets forced out. Nicely done. C14 might fall before it's all over, but there's the Omni/Eagle. Able to survive. Everyone getting kind of low. The Blade Fury Ice Blast will sail through. Good snowball to avoid it. Now the another strike onto Z3 on the other side. Walrus punch out of Greedy. Now there's going to be beautiful Winter's Curse on Marshan through the BKB, but still dead. They have to buy back on another 3 about to fall. Can they kill 40R? Yes, but that's just the Aegis. Marche gets blocked and pushed back to the charge, as well as the huge push from the Bash. Another Blade Fury coming out from 40R. It's actually a 2 for 3 somehow. paiN winning this fight. Looks like they'll get the A out alive just barely. And now the Cogs in and Gritty might get caught out. Battery still. There's going to be the charge. Tabo's actually the one that's in trouble. He's got Cold Embrace. And no, the flare will bring him down. Gritty actually trading things away, but it will still be a 4 for 3 at the end of the day. And 40R with that Aegis still surviving and making sure that everything goes his way. Now he'll push towards mid.
That was an even-ass fight. Nothing happened. There was the buyback on Winter Wyvern, but like a 700 gold change going towards Unknown. They basically, both teams basically profited from this, more or less. Very, very even fight. That shackle shot was absolutely huge. Gave him an Omni Slash. It would have been completely different though if the Jug just got slightly more lucky on his Omnis. He could have killed Queen of paiN right at the start of the fight, and then they easily would have won that fight.
Oh my god.
It is the famed Queen of paiN blink.
What? Oh man.
See,
I have a story to tell about this, but
this is the item that allows you to do dumb things and get out afterwards.
40R is going to get jumped on by Z-Free. He gets stunned up with the Slithering Crush and then comes out the amp damage of the right click with the Shadow Strike as well. He didn't have the Blade Fury. Couldn't use it, or maybe did have it, just decided not to. And Z-Free gets Walrus Punch. He's literally just standing there waiting for his blink, and he's just still standing there. Now we'll blink away finally. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
Well, before that happens, C14 in the bottom lane getting chased down by the Ancient Apparition. He'll TP away, and Coldfeed's not available, so he will make it out. Is there going to be a moment? No, Pico's going to get caught out. Walrus Punch will go. There's going to be the Orchid. He'll get forwards back. Snowball available.
Oh,
But
he
he's still
blocks the
silenced
hook
up. Oh, the hook shot. No, that's your own teammate, my friend. You can't afford for that to happen. Ice Shards will not catch again. Just really out of range for Greedy. Charge?
That's Z-Talk's fault. He walked in the way of the clockwork there.
He did. My brother first started playing Dota 2. He recommended to me some items for Queen of paiN to pick up.
Okay.
He's like, what if you get first item Refresh Orb? And I'm like, no. And he's like, how about Blink? And he's like, I blink in and then I blink out. Like, no. But now, it's come to fruition.
It honestly lets him do stupid things and get out afterwards.
My
And
brother was
paiN,
right.
paiN is a lot of melee heroes. They don't have a lot of like ranged disables where they can just throw out a spell. So I guess you, in a way, you can justify this. Like, you can also blink super far away from Spirit Breaker rather than just 1 blink. You can 2 blink, and then 3 blink because he hasn't caught up yet.
Well, I'm not worrying about the Quap for now. Z-Free is still going in on the other side. We just caught a kill with the Ancient Apparition. Good Sonic Wave, but that's only on the Winter Wyvern. There's a Snowball Walrus Punch going in on Z-Free. He's still very tanky, however. The Ice Shards will keep him in play. No, just actually gets out. Tabo, the Shackle Shot misses. Tabo's going to go in. Other strikes available, and here comes the Jug as well. It's a battling ass game I've ever seen. 23 to 22 at 24 minutes into the game. It's a kill. 2 kills per minute, pretty much, almost, roughly.
I don't think it's looking very good for Unknown, though. They've got a Gyrocopter to sit back on, and he's 2, 4, and 6. Not too unexpected. Gyro does have some trouble staying alive in fights. And on the other side, paiN's got a Juggernaut with a Battle Fury. And he's sitting at 5, 2, and 8 with a Battle Fury, Yasha, and a Phase Boots right now. He's getting quite farmed. He's definitely going to go Manta style next to counter up the Slardar, and then after that maybe a Scotty or a Butterfly, and it makes it very hard for Unknown to deal with that. They don't have the solutions for it. They don't have a lot of stuns. They've got some burst damage, but once he gets his next couple items, Jug is going to get out of control, and he just completely counters the Unknown carries.
40R is taking this game extraordinarily seriously. Meanwhile, Eagle or Kutara Hayama is just like, hey, I'm going to buy a Blink Dagger. I mean, it might as well be, like, it could be a very viable choice, and I might just be mistaken completely. But knowing Unknown, and the players they have, the people they are, it almost seems like, I don't want to call it BM, but it's just silly. It's downright silly with a couple of these heroes, with what they're doing, essentially.
It's definitely silly, yeah. I agree with that completely.
Right, cool. Cool. All right. Tusk in the top lane with a 4-staff Glimmer Cape now. He's actually farmed rather well for what he's been doing. I can't really keep track of, like, the storylines of this game. Like, I'm trying to figure out what, like, you talked about the Jug getting big, but is that all that we really need to talk about? I think the Wind Ranger is a big deal as well with the...
Yeah, she recovered.
BKB, I think, probably next.
Still level 11, by the way.
Well, you know, that happens when you decide to miss skill. You're gonna be at that, you know, that one point in focus fire for a little bit, so.
They may dive this. Wind Ranger looking like she's going to go back for a BKB at this point.
Yep. They smoked up too as well. Bordeaux nearby. He's got his Mantis style now, again to avoid from the Slaughter. Where's the Amplify? Jump in. Uh-oh. Pico. Glimmer capes out. He is able to force him actually to be away. Shackle Shot will go once appearance is used onto the Gyrocopter. He pops the BKB, the focus fire going. Level 1 focus fire. The damage is just not there. The cooldown's gonna go. And now they jump in. Pepita's in trouble. Pops the usage of that huge focus fire and finally gets the kill. Double stun coming out. Now the use hits a hook shot as well, but still they have no damage left. The Gyro's already dead. They'll lose the Winter Wyvern on the other side. Sonic Wave going, but Eagle Shack Twitch Run. Another focus fire. They're playing Fury. They get the double from Pepita. He stays alive. And they're looking for more. Another TP coming out. He will make it away. That was the Ancient Apparition. What a fight.
Man, paiN almost lost that fight due to that missed skill on focus fire. Because
I know.
the Gyro almost got away, and
I
it surely
know.
would have made a difference there.
I'm telling you.
He's level 13 though. Gets a lot of experience in that fight. So
Yeah, I mean, the problem is not really an issue anymore, but I'm still saying he could have lost that fight due to that missed skill.
yeah, if the Gyro would have lived, it would have been really big.
But now he's looking like genius because he still got the kill, and he got his maxed out Shackle Shot, Power Shot, and 2 points in the wind run. So
And
anyway,
his KDA looks real good. It's like,
739.
oh man, he had a great game, obviously, all game. Except he only has 90 CS. That's definitely been a bit of a low point for him. But KDA is oftentimes more important, especially if you're fighting a lot. And
Hey,
they
I mean,
have been fighting a lot.
this is like I said, this is a battling ass game, and I definitely think KDA is the more indicative stat in comparison to CS. If you're looking at CS, you're probably like, he didn't farm very well, but they've literally been fighting every 30 seconds. I'm, of course, not opposed to that, but
I also like battling. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
who doesn't like battling?
It's got to be somebody. It's like I'd rather just AFK farm for 30 minutes.
What did you say, Pip? I want to hear
He
this.
said burning.
Burning? Yeah. Probably. That's
Man,
probably
that double
true.
blink.
I can't believe it. And he's
He's
still
getting
AC.
places so fast.
He's all over the map. What a guy. Kotaro Hayama's build, legendary. He's actually 12-5-5. I'm going to put it that way. That's not a bad KDA. He had
His
some really
items-
weird blinks early, but
They don't look very strong though. That's the problem. He doesn't have that much HP. He's got to sit on strength threads basically. Yeah, he's gonna have an AC in a moment here, but what if he had an Ags and an AC? Obviously, Ags is way more expensive than a blink, but like Ags AC Orchid, I'd be like, damn, dude, this guy's really strong right now.
yeah, I would agree. Instead, he's got 2 blinks. That he just
Yes.
moves all over the map hell fast.
Maybe that's why he got AC as well, because he got blinks that he can move from camp to farm faster, and with
Is he free
AC,
alive? Yeah,
He's
probably.
fine, man.
Yeah, he's Tabo. That's not the place to stop your blink or your charge rather. I mean, that force did literally nothing for you. Pico's like, I'll just put you over here and just do nothing. Is that how you draw a question mark?
oh wait, he lost the smoke.
Is that your question mark? Is that how you draw it? You drew your question mark like a Z or like a 2, and then like a circle here. That's your question mark? This is a question mark.
2?
That's a This is a question mark.
You can tell it's game 3. We're tired.
We're falling off the rails a little bit, guys. I do apologize, but I'm having a good time. It really is. It is full divide at this point. Z-Free is going to walk right past the double damage ring. They're going to get that to Eagle. Eagle will go ahead and bottle that up real quick.
Did you call him El Eagle?
I did.
Okay.
I did that actually. I called him that earlier in the game. I didn't even know I called him illegal, and that chat went nuts about it. And then realized what I had said. Completely unintentional. Roach
Got the
is up,
points,
by
man.
the way. Wow, that is a late SNY. I guess he went BKB first. BKB drum first, actually. And
Yeah.
31 minutes into the game, though. But
I think it's a good option. Needs to get away from a lot of the paiN heroes. He can't stand up to so many heroes. Like the BKB alone is just not that great. And there's like Glimmer Capes on SB and stuff. Like, what if he realizes, oh, he's in trouble?
Z-Free is going to get caught. Shackle will connect as well as the Nether Strike, and that's just an easy kill. Focus Fire, that level 2 Focus Fire is starting to come into fruition. Good work for paiN. He's got his BKB. He's ready to go.
Damage item or blink is up next for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would go damage item, honestly. He's pretty safe with the BKB if Unknown goes on him, especially because there's a blink on Quap. So if he pops BKB, basically Gyro's damage is nullified. If he pops BKB in Wind Run, is there any way for Unknown to do damage to him?
Yes.
And no, they can't right click.
That's
okay,
it.
so I think he may just go BKB or go Daedalus next. He'll probably get a blink first, realistically, but he can kill anybody if he gets Daedalus. That's one thing that I like about that build. It's like if you get it fast enough, then you just win the game. But sometimes you have to get a BKB first, and it delays your ability to just kill anybody.
Right. But they're still in a position that I think Daedalus will probably win the game. We have a pause here, which is actually, I have to say, in CanadaCup years past, we have paused literally like for 2 hours at points, just waiting for teams. So if this is the first pause, the first long pause, in fact, which knock on wood, it's not. I'm gonna be okay with it. You know, there's nothing really too bad about this.
Yeah. Except that we could be sleeping right now.
JJ is just real mad.
It's all good, man. I'm just bidding some instant replays.
Can I see? Can we talk about exclamation points?
No.
Yeah, how do you draw your exclamation point, JJ? Draw it on the map real quick. Not like
No.
on the ground because you can't. JJ?
I shall not draw.
Come on, man. Don't be like that.
No, Bill told me I shouldn't draw.
What? That's a lie. Bullshit definitely didn't say that.
That is indeed a lie. But
He did not. Bill did not tell you not to draw. Bill's like, keep drawing, man. You do you.
Well,
I'm
they're
gonna
gonna go
message
for
him.
Roche.
You're a goddamn liar. Here we go. Roche is gonna be taken on the side of paiN, aka Old Ice Serious Gaming. It is gonna be spotted out by the flare from Greedy, so they have a chance, and they'll throw the Ice Blast in there as well, which will hit onto their both their cores. They do have the Healing Ward, however. So speaking of the AA, he is nowhere near an Aghanim Scepter. In fact, did not go for a Midas, so he's not gonna ever have it. So the Healing Ward will go. It'll keep him up pretty much to full strength. Pepita is sort of out of range of the Healing Ward. In fact, he is now altogether. Here we go. With his curse, they're going to find Eagle. He's going to get caught out. He's done. Oh, no, he's done. He blinks out. He gets away, but now he blinks across. The blink across from the junk gets the kill. BKB for Pepita pokes the Focus Fire onto Greedy. Now the Walrus Punch, the Omni Slash Z-Free, triple he'll fall. Double kill for 40R. Tavo, Nether Shark will go. They get the Radiant Courier on the other side as 40R was getting something that was coming to the side of Umaru-chan. Umaru-chan, one of the last alive, and Greedy in trouble as well. Pops the Blade Fury for the win. Of course, the Blade Mill is up as well. Orcs away from Pico, still alive. Shackle Shot does not connect. Umaru is actually doing a lot of work this fight. Pepito will finally go with the Focus Fire. Now the Snowball comes out. There's the Walrus Punch. Can they get this kill? The Urge Charge and the slow for the freaking Frozen Sigil. It turns into a 4 for 3. That was a lot closer for paiN Gaming than it needed to be. And they're still thinking about going in with the clockwork. This clock is sitting at maybe 25% HP, but he's got his hook back in 2. And his Blade Mill is up. And they need to back.
Oh, what a weird fight, man. It was all over the place. Blink Dagger did not save the Queen of PaiN. He was hit by an urn, and his 2200 gold item was completely countered. And that's a rough life, man. Ancient Apparition died as well, pretty early. He keeps getting a little bit out of position. I haven't been a fan of his positioning in this game. He's got to sit so far back. Like, his goal is basically maybe cast a Cold Feet from 1,000 range away, and then you sit back and like wait for more. Wait for somebody to get stunned so you can ulti. Like, that is your job.
I mean,
and he's getting killed.
There's a Spirit Breaker and a Tusk and a Wyvern and a Blink Juggernaut, so there's not much you can do, you know? It's not an easy game for the Ancient Apparition, I'll say that much.
Well, the fight was even enough that it's going to allow Unknown to guard the Roche and come back to the area, so they'll farm the jungle camp for now.
Good to see coming out from paiN. I like this play. 40R does have his Omni back in 4. Beat is nearby with his ultimate up and ready to go. They're going to find the Queen of paiN. She gets shackled. It doesn't actually latch, and she's got the other blink, but she couldn't get it off in time. And an Ice Blast will do nicely. And now Z-Free got to go in and actually hit up Tabo when he pops the Glimmer Cape before he gets stunned up. And now there's the Cold Feet. They drop the Sentry down. He gets forced away. He'll stay alive. They are going to use the wind run. Peter looking for a potential target here, but there's a Blink Dagger. Blink for 40R. He's got the Omni Slash. The Shet will stop him. Now the Blade Fury will go, and boy, is he dead. And they get to where we went to Wyvern's ultimate off on Greedy as well. So he's looking for maybe a focus fire. Doesn't have it yet. The Blade Mill will go. Peter doesn't have a Blink, so he can't play behind the tower. And now he'll win. In the meantime, look at Eitsu.
If he would just use his Blink Dagger when he was leaving a creep wave, then he could blink a second time afterwards.
Nice, my Dota crash. Good stuff. All right.
We don't need you, Maut.
Yeah,
you can go to sleep now.
I'm reconnecting back into the game.
So they're taking the Roche pit. I assume
Okay.
Pimp is still good. Oh, Z-Free might just die though.
I am back in. I'm back in the fray, and look at it. Z-Free getting caught out. Actually forced through the ice shards. Ern's still on him. Not dead yet. He's got 8 HP. He's actually regenerating rather quickly with some good regen. I think from 4 staff maybe. Good pause. Good pause. Yeah, this is.
You don't want to handle the Blade Fury for the next.
The constant
8
Blade
minutes?
Fury and Flare sound is not great.
Oh, there's a Rocket Barrage too. This is great. Let me see if I can like zoom in a little bit and like really blow my speakers. Oh, they're resuming. We're good.
We're good to go. Here we go. The Blade Fury and Rocket Flare are going to end. They're checking Roche.
Is he gonna go?
Greedy is his hook shot at the ready. Oh, the Omni Slash comes at the Blink forward. He pops the Blade Mail, but that's not gonna really do much. Spins up in 4. Greedy's getting chased down. He does have cogs, but another strike will take him down. Umaru-chan is gonna go ahead and get actually he's fine. On the other side, the Ancient Empress and Ice Blast is gonna go and well doesn't do anything because it's an AA and he's like
It worked. It worked.
Eagle blinks in, blinks out, dies anyways. Dominating speed for 40R, and the clown shoes are on, Purge.
The what are on?
The clown shoes.
Oh, clown shoes. They said
The shoes that are
client
clowning.
cheese at first.
That's it, the clown shoes. Z-Free, Southern
Oh,
Crest
6
will
stun.
keep him alive. Nice against the charge coming out from Tavo, but Pepita is still gonna get forced forward, and they actually can't chase him down. But in the end, Roche has been taken, and you know what the scary thing about this game is? It could last another 25 minutes, probably.
Could last another 3 hours, man.
I really could.
You never know.
I don't, you know.
Gyro's caught up a decent amount now. He's gotten a couple kills. That last fight at Roche, or 2 fights at Roche ago, went really well for him.
KB.
Yeah, that'll help him a lot. He'll be able to hit Wind Ranger. He's still going to have to worry a little bit about Omni Slash, but his armor is relatively high here. Juggernaut has no new damage item. One of the downsides of Blink Dagger is that, like, imagine if he got, like, a MKB or an Abyssal Blade or something. Like, there's a lot of really good things that Jug could have done, but the Blink Dagger is so valued right now due to the fact that it allows you to just Omni Slash on exactly who you want to go on, and you don't waste any of your allies disable.
He's like Blink Omni like 3 or 4 times, and he's gotten
Yeah.
at least 1 kill out of it each time. So it's a little bit different than the Blink Quap, who's maybe used that to effective play once.
Blink Quap, not good.
No, it's really not. You know, and I get to throw this in my face, in my brother's face again, and say, "Look, you were wrong. Your 2K MMR brain was wrong." That's not very nice. He's actually like 4K now.
It's an Aegis on this Jug here.
This
he finds AA,
Jug
that's an
is
easy
just
kill.
running in, and this AA's. He blinked in front of him too. Ooh, good Blade
Great
Fury
spin.
just in time to actually avoids the Slithering Crest too. And
Oh, the shackle!
oh, great shackle for Pepita, the focus fire. See you later, Umar. And the Winter's Curse. The Omni Slash going all across the board. Z-Free will stun to get out and then just force himself away, but Greedy is not so lucky. The Walrus Punch will come out. Pico gets a double, and 40R blinks forward.
My
He'll
God.
find this little slaughter in the end as well. But that escalated quickly. And now it's a tier 2 and more than likely a tier 3, but guess what, Eagle? Look what he's doing. Let me cut the creep wave real quick. I don't know how much that's actually going to do.
Blink was... Wow, he actually got to the top of the map so fast with that Blink Dagger.
It's worth it. Good glyph.
Not a good
Tier
fight
2.
for Unknown, though. Like,
No,
basically, A was way out of position, and the Jug completely pressured using his advantage there and got a lot out of that.
Comes the Ice Blast. It's going to sail through. Oh, great blink now. 40R still
Oh,
gets hit by the
great
trail, but
blink.
Eagle gets caught out with another strike. Then Walrus punched up to the heavens, and Dunzo McDunzo as he falls to the face of the earth. Speed on crew will continue to just take this racks down, and they still have to deal with the tier 2s mid and bottom. But they take advantage where they need to. D4T is going to go ahead and split their blast out. He's got 3,000 gold in the bank. That's a Winter Wyvern in this bottom lane. Now in the mid lane, 40R is going to lead the way still with the Aegis. There's no real way they can defend this. They don't have the Shadow for another 5 seconds. Jumping from Z-Free, almost getting caught out. Pico was looking for Walrus, but couldn't find it. And instead they will take the tier 2, and that'll be the end of that.
Man, Pico's been playing amazing. 9, 5, and 12. I didn't really notice like any huge plays out of him, but to have a KDA like this on a support without a Blink Dagger that's really good.
He's had a great time. And we talked about him saving his allies, and he has a Blink down too, so he can even go for it.
It's pretty good. Juggernaut's got about 8,700 gold.
Basher.
He's gonna go for the Abyssal, I guess.
Yeah, full Abyssal is about to come out.
Oh no, there's a double bounty rune within 2 seconds.
He missed
could have
it.
had that.
I saw it.
You messed up, Jug.
Might get on the way back. I'll have his Abyssal though. Plus 2,000 gold. What do you get next after the Abyssal?
Scotty, I think.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Butterfly, but he's got so much damage already.
There's already on the
you just get
MKB on.
tankiness.
There's an MKB on the Gyrocopter. I think Scotty may be the better option because of that.
If Gyro goes Butterfly though, he has to go MKB though.
True. Very true.
He can't give Gyrocopter a period of time where he can't just deal with him in 5 hits.
But that's a very long time. I mean, Gyro's not going to have Butterfly for a long time. So, I mean, if they push him that span, I mean, they still have the Aegis too, which is also something else you have to keep in mind. So, I don't know. Game's not impossible, obviously, but paiN seemed to have a very good handle on it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The Blink Queen of paiN has not really worked out. So that's all I'll say as he's getting charged. Pepita has a Blink ready to go. Blinks in. Shackle does not connect. There's the charge. The Nether Strike will go, and he's dead. That's a godlike spree. 40R was looking for more. On the other side, here comes Z-Free. Maybe we need to think about not going in on this fight. There's going to be the call down coming in. Does no damage. The BKB comes out.
Oh, he's dropping that.
Southern Crush misses completely, and they actually just blow up the A. Z-Free is going to fall as well. A double kill for Pepita in the end as he's got his Chrysalis. And that is it. GG is called from Z-Free, aka Z-Talk. That's it. Dunzo McDunzo. Just like that. paiN Gaming take down the Juggernauts in this particular Group B Unknown. So Unknown will end their spree 2-for-1 in Group B.
I don't know. That seemed like a lazy game from Unknown. I don't know if they're tired. I don't know if they just didn't give a crap because they already got 2 wins. They basically said, okay, if we go 2-1, we're going to win. Or we're going to get through our group. And that's all that matters. So I really don't feel like they took this game very seriously. That's what it felt like to me.
I'd agree with you completely. In fact, I would go further to say that's exactly what they were thinking. I don't want to call anybody out, but if there's anybody to call out in that regard, it's definitely Unknown.
Kotaro Hayama played amazing in the early game, but then around the mid game, he's like, I'm just gonna buy a Blink Dagger, and then he kept doing overly aggressive blinks. I don't know. It was a weird game. I feel like they could have won this, but they just threw away a couple too many engagements. Also, they just got frustrated and said like, you know what, we had this game so easily, but now it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Let's just let them win it because we don't want to play like a 50-minute game or 60-minute game to take the win. Who knows? But they get outplayed, and paiN ends up taking a win. Great plays by their carry. I think he played amazing. Tusk played great. Spiritbreaker played great. Pretty much everybody on paiN played amazing.
I mean, that's got to be a great win for paiN. I mean, that's a hard game to play, and that puts them in a great position for the groups. Obviously, they still have to face up against Leviathan and T-Shirt tomorrow, but that should be very interesting to see who moves through this group. So Unknown will end their spree at 2-1, which means that they have a good shot at getting through the group stages. We could say a 3-way tie, but that it was unlikely. It's very difficult to do, even as we saw yesterday with FDL and Mischief in that last game. So Group B is just on the verge of ending. Tomorrow will be the last day at December the 4th. After tomorrow, we will have a long break until about the 17th before Group C begins. And I'm going to be very bored with my life. But we've had some good times here. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter for, of course, moonducktv, at moonducktv. You can follow us on Twitch, at moonducktv, or twitch.tv/moonducktv as well. Make sure you follow the Dota 2 Canada Cup Twitter. They have a lot of giveaways going on over at Dota 2 Canada. You can check their website out at dota2.ca. And, of course, the $3 ticket, or $2.99 if you live in America, the $2.99 ticket, that is essentially a candy bar for a full season of Dota action. All right? That's pretty damn good. That's pretty fantastic. I would definitely check that out. There's also the steelseries.com/Canada-Cup. That's right. steelseries.com/Canada-Cup, where you can find some giveaways with a Season 6 raffle package. You can be eligible for a SteelSeries headset with a purchase of the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 6 ticket. All you have to do is really just buy a Season 6 ticket, log in, and fill your information on that site, and you'll be eligible as well. So definitely check those things out. Okay, anything else to say? I think that's about it. Looking forward to... Oh, by the way, also, we start 1 hour earlier tomorrow than we do today. That'll be 6:30 Eastern tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern, or 3:30 Pacific, rather, if you live on the Pacific Coast. So definitely make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. That'll be the end of Group B. Like I said, there'll be a break after Group B into Group C. And so, with that being said, it has been an excellent evening. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know I did. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science.